We have said that we do not support Taiwan independence, and we have said that we expect cross-strait differences to be resolved by peaceful means.
Well, that was National Security Council John Kirby ahead of the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan later tonight. And as a result, China's saber-rattling and threats to the United States. Joining me right now is New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. He's a member of the Homeland Security and Transportation and Infrastructure Committees. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks so much for being here. I want to get your reaction to what we're hearing from the White House. China decides to threaten Nancy Pelosi, suggest that they could take her plane down if she goes to Taiwan, say that the U.S. is going to pay a heavy price if we visit Taiwan. And then we've got the State Department saying that we don't support Taiwan independence. Your thoughts?
Well, there's three different stories coming out of the State Department and the administration. They support them. They kind of support them. They don't support them. I don't get it. I mean, we've always had a relationship with Taiwan. We do have a relationship with Taiwan, and that needs to continue for strategic and economic reasons, obviously. So let's let them try something different for a change. Tell the truth. Tell how it really is. And, you know, Nancy Pelosi, she has a right to go over there, of course, as the speaker. How much good that's going to do is a whole different question. I think more harm than good. And frankly, it's something that isn't necessary, especially on her part. I think it may be more personal than it actually is governmental.
Well, we'll see. So much for ambiguity. It's supposed to be ambiguity, but you know he was very clear. We don't support Taiwan independence, and now the Chinese Communist Party is warning of disastrous consequences. Meanwhile, I want to get your take on domestic issues, Congressman, because Arizona Senator Sinema has yet to say if she's going to support the Democrats' massive spending bill. She's waiting to make a decision until the parliamentarian review is done. They must have been working on this a long time because they had it all ready for the parliamentarian, Congressman. Even if Sinema does support this bill, will Democrats run into problems in the House without the SALT deduction in the bill? How do you feel about getting the SALT deduction back in there?
Well, I think they will run into problems. And whether you want the SALT deduction or not, or whether you think that's unfair to some of the eastern states and coastal states, the bottom line is there's going to be so many other bad things in the bill. Let's understand something about the bill. This is not an inflation reducer. This is the inflation taxation legislation. It's what they typically do. They're increasing taxes. They're going to increase inflation. When you increase taxes and increase spending, you know that that's going to be a net result. And that's what's coming down the pike for us, and that's what's going to happen. So if Kristen Sinema did the right thing, she wouldn't vote for this thing, period. We shouldn't. And frankly, I'm very disappointed in Joe Manchin. You know, I do hope he gets his pipeline in West Virginia because there's no other reason to vote for this bill. This is just a modified version of the Green New Deal. It's everything we don't need and don't want right now, and yet they're moving forward with it. They just can't stop themselves.
Well, I mean, Congressman Jerry Baker calls it in the Wall Street Journal in an op-ed. He says Inflation Reduction Act is an insult to used car salesmen, okay, because they're calling it an Inflation Reduction Act. Meanwhile, it's more spending that's likely going to stoke inflation. So I guess, you know, my question to you is, what is the impact of all of these tax increases? We spoke with Grover Norquist earlier, and he says that this plan is going to raise everybody's taxes, which is why states like yours and New York want the rest of the country to basically subsidize and reinsert the SALT deduction.
Well, if we ran our states right, we wouldn't have to worry about this, and we wouldn't have these horrendous property taxes and income taxes and all the other costs that we do in the state. I mean, the budget in New Jersey was a record high budget, way off the tracks, you know. So he's right, and we should be concerned. And again, that's why I call it, and I like it because it even rhymes, but the, you know, inflation taxation legislation, because that's what it is. You know what's amazing about this majority on the other side? This president, this majority Worst ever, by the way. I say it every time I'm on your show. I can't help myself. But what's amazing is whatever they call something, Maria, you can be sure it's diametrically the opposite. It's not what they're calling it. So when they had that bill to put more, more food on the shelves, that they would increase the amount of formula. That's the word I was looking for, on the shelves. It actually, I thought, oh, this is a good thing. We're going to get more formula on the shelves. You look at the bill, it didn't get one bottle of formula on any shelf anywhere in the United States of America. All it did was hire more cronies and more people to work for the FDA who created the problem to begin with. Whatever they call it, know in your mind it's just the opposite.
Yeah, Jerry Baker writes, if a bill that reduces the deficit by $300 billion over 10 years represents inflation reduction, what are we to make of a law Congress passed last year that increased the deficit by an estimated $1.7 trillion in less than 2 years, writes Jerry Baker in the Journal. Great piece for Jerry. Congressman, it's great to catch up with you, as always. Thanks very much for weighing in on all of that.
Thank you. No problem. See you soon.